I'm Kevin Casey. I'm a professional mixed martial arts fighter. And right now, what I'm about to do is issue a warning out to all other competitors.
I don't want overs. I just expect them to happen.
Fatty's gonna fatty is real.
Oh, give me fucking truth, baby. Come on. Let's go.
How have I been this successful in life?
Welcome to this week's edition of the MMA Analysis Podcast. We are very, very late. And turns out toddlers getting 3 molars in at the same time do not like to go to bed. We're back. It's a big week for America. Well, one American, and the UFC tags along. And now that we're here, it's interesting. There's a lot of media attention, and I feel like 98% of it is nothing to do with the fights, which is unfortunate. But there's some good fights on this card. Not as good as they tried to hype it up to be before, making it. But we'll still enjoy it. It'll be watched by lots of people. How we doing, Wes?
Yeah, doing good, man. I think it's an excellent card. Like, Don't get me wrong, it's not, at one point they was talking about having 3 or 4 title fights and shit on it. Like, we knew that was never going to happen. Champions don't even rarely fight anymore. It's interim belts half the time, but yeah, it's a fantastic card, top to bottom. Like the weirdness about it with being outside and Sunday night and
on the White House lawn. Just straight up think about that.
Dude, like you mentioned about press and shit there, it's so much like national media and stuff that covers at these DC insiders and shit. And listen to these people talk about some of this shit. I've heard multiple Zuffa myths multiple times over the past week on some of these shows, man, on news channels, and it's just like they spread the propaganda. That's your DC media in current day. They're all like, they're more like celebrity insider reporters now than they are journalists. Like, those are few and far between anymore. And but yeah, it to me, it's cool. Like, do I want to see like an outdoor stadium on the White House lawn and shit? Yeah, probably not in any normal time, but they tore half of it down to build like a big like party house. And then, fuck it. Let's have some fights. They're doing it. So yeah, I'm gonna enjoy it. They're already with the online, is this the greatest venue that's ever had fights? I'm like, dude, it's like it will never ever happen again. I'll put it like that, unless they do it again next year, within the next 2 years. I won't say it, but beyond that, it will never happen again. And it's some of the weirdest shit we could ever imagine happening. But still cool. They're having cage fights on the White House lawn, man. Like, as like rednecky and shit as that feels, it's gonna be pretty wild to watch. I'm all for spectacle. Love it.
You are cratering very quickly towards idiocracy and
No, we're beyond that. They wouldn't even write this shit. This shit is so beyond a movie script. You could never write what's happening in this country present day. They would turn you down in a heartbeat. Like, dog, there's no way the president's selling crypto coins. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no way you'd even write some shit like that. And it fucking is happening. It's pretty wild. Let's have some cage fights on the White House lawn.
Oh, ridiculous. We're gonna rip through last week's really quickly. We'll go through the whole main card. Gabriel Bonfim dusts Bilal Muhammad. Brendan Allen kind of dusts Edmund Shabazian. Tom Nolan defeats Faraz Zayam, who was crowned the urinal cake fight IQ champion of the night. We had Bryce Mitchell doing very well. That turns out that should have been the consensus, but it wasn't. But you and I both cashed on that one. That was quite nice against Santiago Luna. And yes, that was quite enjoyable to watch Junior Taffa compete for the third time in 2026. That's what everybody needs. Baranowski gets him out of there with leg kicks. Wes, what do you got on the main card?
Yeah, I mean, Bilal's just about done.
Whoosh.
Like, I was so far off. Like, in hindsight, that is such a bad bet to begin with.
Just an old man, and he hasn't been able to do what made him good.
If I didn't have a bet on that fight, I'd have been mad at myself for not being on Bonfim. So, like, I was just disgusted.
I was able to scoop up Bonfim after the first round at like -120, I think.
That's insane. I mean,
yeah,
he
at that point, I was like
he was going to run away already at that point.
I was just like, Bilal's not getting takedowns. So this is just going to be a kickboxing fight, and I'll give Bonfim a decent edge on that.
He doesn't even I don't think he can do what he did well in fights. He can't get inside anymore. And
games evolved. I mean, takedown defense is very good. It's probably the best it's ever been. But it's guys have just kind of figured it out. Unless you're elite.
Just not even like the pure takedowns with him though. Like he could body guys up and just dirty box them and work and steal rounds, shitty rounds. He's just
apart now.
Yeah, he's just standing right in front of them, standing there at like distance and striking range, just getting picked apart. And like, I just still don't know how good Bonfim is. Like he's okay, but Bilal's done. Like that guy's never going to be in any sort of high level fight ever again. I could imagine, man, not against any of the guys in the top 10 or that range. He's looked, just washed. It's over.
Co-main, what do you got?
Oh yeah. I guess Brendan Allen looked he looked okay. I mean, I guess Edmund landed a little bit, but like I don't know. Brendan Allen just wins an okay fight, okay performance. Like what?
Not
what
a good look that Brendan Allen couldn't get Edmund down once.
Yeah, and I don't
like that's not a good look for Brendan Allen going forward, because if
he's
like
the
Edmund's
chin
not
is,
yeah,
I mean,
like Edmund, you know, he conserved a fuck ton of energy so that he could survive 3 rounds is what happened there. And Brendan Allen, you know, jabbed his face off because Edmund wasn't going to throw much back. But yeah, just it'll be interesting who they match and Allen up with next, because I didn't like what I've seen from him not being able to get Edmund down.
Yep. And Chin is always a question if he's going to be on the feet swinging with people. I don't want to talk about Ziam. That I was going to pass on that. And then like you kind of liked him. I kind of looked at it again and talked myself into put him in a small parlay, and he fucking is a urinal cake. Yeah, man, I had quite a bit of money on Bryce Mitchell, my biggest bet on the entire card. Had some sub.
Damn.
Even in hindsight, that was too small. Like I knew he was gonna run over that kid. And he did, man. Looked real good. I still like Bryce Mitchell is limited though, man. His stand-up is so bad. Like even against that dude, it was just it's enough to get inside and try to get the takedown, man. He got hit a couple times in that fight. Anybody with some like okay power is connecting on him and hurting Bryce Mitchell. So he just is what he is, man. But it's very good. He does it very well. Ewo just doing the business. Under 1.5. Like I told you, I wasn't even trying. Like that fight starts around 2, I think it was like plus 250 or something, got way up there. There's no way. Like Ewo did the bit. That guy's like Ewo's kind of fun, man. 205.
He murders people and he fucking firefights with people. So
Yeah, that's what we wanted to 05. Like, let's get some dudes in there
Yeah.
throwing
Throwing
haze,
bombs.
man.
Yep. Preliminary card, Alessandro Costa knocks Matt Schnell the fuck out in the most predictable result of the night. Marcus McGee looks all right against John Giannis. Edgar Shirez cashes
There we
as a
go.
dog, round one sub as a fucking dog. That was another one that I think both of us were on. Very nice. We had the consensus bet of the week loser on the Chandler catch a beating over 1.5 or over 2.5. Not even fucking close. Catch a beating. Just can't believe she's still in the UFC. Johnson Brito, nice ninja choke on Jordan Levitt. Jaisla Chavez, split decision over the smoking the Dubin. And then Ketlin Souza punts Carnelosi into the fifth row. Wes, what do you got?
Yeah, I ended up somehow with like a lot of money on Costa inside the distance and like the under.
Nice.
And in that fight, like I think he retired, right? If I remember right.
Yeah,
Did I catch
yeah.
that? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that looked like a retirement fight. Like that dude is been done, man. Like Costa's fun. I guess he's at 125, right? This was a
Yep.
ended
Well,
up
this
being
was
a
a catch weight because it
weight.
was kind of
Yeah.
short notice, but it's he's a 125er.
I mean, there's so many dudes down there, man, that are very, very good. Yeah, McGee looked okay, man. McGee's getting like older. He looked kind of older in that fight. Just a workman performance against a tough guy in Giannis. Yeah, Charez was a nice hit. Another guy that just Bruno Silva's done, man. Charez looked very good in that fight though. Yeah. Fucking we got the new age Betch Korea hanging around, and this motherfucker with old girl. That was I don't even think that was a bad bet though, man. And most women, I don't know, with her in it, that was probably a bad bet. But you get a number like that on a over 2.5, and yeah, then Burrito looked good. Kind of stuck third fight in between three women's fights down and like pulling off ninja chokes and shit. Like, what are you doing? Like, I don't know. I don't know how Burrito's that far down on the card against anybody, but yeah, it was a nice performance. And he got down to like kind of a crazy number too. It was under 2-1 at one point, I believe, on Burrito. That was kind of wild.
Yeah. Burrito, he was in my biggest play. Well, same as the women's fight, but had him in a parlay with Allen, and that was pretty easy. Yeah, that was a better than normal warehouse card. Looked better than normal on paper, and the main card stretched a bit. We could have seen a couple more finishes, but there was a ton on the prelims, and that's kind of what you want to see. So yay. When we can celebrate the warehouse cards, we kind of have to, because we get them a lot.
They're going like completely the opposite of that now. Let's get outside. Back in.
Yeah, it's wild. It is wild that this is happening. I mean, unless some of these lawsuits stop it from happening, but I don't think that's gonna happen.
They pretty much don't have any kind of chance of stopping.
There's like
this.
we don't give a fuck. We do what we want.
Yeah.
So that's fun. I don't know. We'll see if the outdoor venue affects these fights in any kind of way. I don't know. Seems like it's going to be kind of warm, and then add those fucking crazy lights on, so might get a little sweaty in there for any fight that goes a little longer. A lot of these are squash matches, so they probably won't go long enough for us to see it, but I guess it's possible. Any thoughts just in general on the White House card, Wes?
Yeah, I think I probably said most of it to kick it off. Yeah, should be wild, man. Just the sights and shit. But yeah, the outdoor venue. I I haven't checked the weather lately there, but yesterday or something there was still chance of rain and shit. It's supposed to be very like humid and muggy, and like a lot of people don't live in places with like humidity and shit and don't realize how bad that shit can get. Um, we'll see how it is that night, but it could affect, man. I know there's a guy moving up in weight in on this card that put on a lot of pounds and shit. We got another dude that's notorious for getting tired real quick after swinging and banging. So I imagine out in like if it's 80 and like humid as shit, should be fun.
Yeah, what are we looking at for Sunday? Looks warm and possibly some showers. So
They've been talking rain for like a week, like the possibility of rain. And like I think I read that Dana was like, we're going even if there's lightning. I was like, I don't think you can do that legally. Like for any kind of sporting event, if there's like lightning within like a certain mile
yeah.
radius, you have to like clear people out. People can die. Like
Yeah, and then
what's he
you have to
mean?
wait till it's been so long
Yeah.
before you
It's
can
like
kind of return.
Yep,
I
it's
don't know.
like 30 minutes or 45 minutes. People have their own like set, but you have to like clear out if there's lightning within this. People can fucking die. Like you're not just gonna, we're going on with it. I don't give a shit if it's lightning. Like, dude, there's metal all around you and shit. That's Dana White though. Like, take the shocks and I'll give you a bonus check, bro. Fuck.
If it does rain, it looks like the humidity is going to be around 80%.
Yeah, that's insane.
That's gonna
What's the temperature supposed to be?
So I'm not in the freedom units. What is
I can't do
26 Celsius to Fahrenheit, around high 70s, 78.
I mean, 80% humidity changes things. Plus all those lights and shit and everything. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, as for this, that's quite the comment, Dana White. You're not banned, but you're not
Yeah,
invited. So
yeah.
basically, you're banned.
That guy would never in a million years, even as a fighter and shit, as a known dude like him, he'd never pass a security check. Maybe in this White House, maybe, but even they're like, nah, not even that guy can. Like, dude, he's on video doing wild shit. You know what I'm saying? Guns and shit. Like all like there's no way that guy's passing a security check into the fucking White House.
Yeah.
That's besides what he says. That dude's fucking wild.
That he is. Yeah. So we'll break down these fights. There's 7 of them? When's the last time a UFC card had 7 fights? That's got to be. Whew.
This is almost like a prime.
Are we talking like
Strike
20 years? Would that be 20 years since they've consistently been above 10 or above fights or so? I feel like it.
It's been a long fucking time.
Yeah. So I'm sure there's gonna be tons of filler, especially if a lot of these that look like squash matches become squash matches. So I don't know. Hopefully there's some basketball on, maybe. I don't know if they would go head to head with that or not. We'll see if San Antonio can extend to possibly make that happen. For Wes's sake and for many others' sakes. But yeah, we'll start off in the featherweight division. Diego Lopez is a -140 favorite, taking on Steve Garcia. What do you like in this, Wes?
Yeah, I like both of these dudes, man. Like Diego Lopez, always exciting, but man, Garcia lately is just that kid's gotten very good. I think he's gonna walk forward and throw with Diego Lopez. I I don't know if Diego Lopez is gonna try to wrestle and grapple as much in this fight. He usually stands and bangs. And if I can get that, a kickboxing match with Garcia, who I think overall hits a little bit harder. I think Diego Lopez is probably faster, has like a little bit cleaner hands, but Garcia walks you down, man. He throws leg kicks, he hurts you to the leg. Um, a little bit bigger power, I think. The line's starting to come down a little bit. I really liked him. I think there was what plus 140, plus 145 out there at some point, and I kind of never really played that. But still, I think there's what is it, plus 135 out there.
35?
Like a
Yeah.
yeah, a couple places. Circa's not widely available, but even at 125 out there, kind of widely. I like him as a dog here. I think it's a close fight. But I think Garcia is going to have the output, have kind of the bigger moments and strikes, and win a couple rounds here. And I like him as a dog.
Yeah, like this is obviously a big step up for Steve Garcia.
Yeah, definitely.
He's been the Cater fights. Hindsight. We know what Calvin Cater is, but still looked fucking very impressive. I mean, he did what he did against a pretty big veteran in this weight class. So Steve Garcia is good, man. He's got some big fucking power. I do think, if Lopez could mix it up a bit, I think he's probably going to have to, because I think he's going to be getting tagged by Steve Garcia. I would hope Steve Garcia has been working on, the takedown defense. He's kind of crushed everybody lately. But the Milk Weasel did get him down and got some top time. So that's a bit
Lopez,
concerning.
He will from time to time go to his grappling. Like,
yep.
I know it's kind of different when you're fighting Volkanovski, a couple times, and John Silva, like back to John Silva in there. Or in between the Volkanovski losses. You're kind of fighting some dudes that's really hard to get to the mat. I don't know if Garcia's got Volkanovski level takedown defense.
Yep. So I mean that is concerning. I think that's why this is a fairly closely lined fight. But I like Steve Garcia. I like his power. I think he's gonna crack Diego Lopez's chin. I know nobody's been able to put him out, but if anybody can, I think it is Steve Garcia. Let's just hope that he can stuff some takedowns. And then when it's on the feet, he can let his hands go. I don't know. I just have no faith in Diego Lopez after just getting absolutely dummied for a second time against Volkanovski and didn't learn anything from his first fight with Volkanovski. I feel like Garcia is a good enough striker to take notes from those losses, and obviously is a different style than Volkanovski, but I still think he's a very smart striker and can kind of use those to do what he does best, which is knock fools the fuck out. So that's going to be the consensus bet of the week. We're taking Steve Garcia at plus 125. Yep. Next up, middleweight division.
Can't lay on the chalk for a consensus.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we could have just absolutely fucking ran from top to bottom with chalk, but I think this is, there's not many closely lined fights on this one, so it's a bit of a tough one. But middleweight division, Bo Nickel, Kyle Dawkins, an American has to win in this fight, Wes. Who's it going to be?
I think it's going to be the American wrestler. I just think Bo Nickel is just better than Kyle Dukakis, man. Like, I know this guy went and wrecked some fools down at wherever the fuck he was. But yeah, I mean, he came back and got a couple finishes. Props to him in the UFC. But I mean, Pereira just walked into some of the dumbest shit you've ever seen in your life, and then Meerkat is Meerkat. I mean, he did what he should have done there, but I still think Bo Nickel's better. If Bo Nickel wants to take this to the mat and just wrestle and grind and win easy rounds, he can do that here. Um, I mean, on the feet, does Dukakis hit harder than Bo Nickel at this point? I'm not sure, but Bo's hands are clean. He's got good enough hands to where he's a decent striker. So he kind of dictates where this fight goes, man. I think it's probably right at -300, but I still think that's like if you're betting this fight, it's a parlay piece for me. I don't love a lot of these fights as for betting, um, but that's what I have here. I have Bo Nickel with some other shit some other chalk that I'm way more invested in than Bo Nickel.
Yeah, this is I think Bo is gonna win this fight, and it'll probably look a little boring, but fairly easy, because he can dictate where this fight happens. I don't think that the Dukakis brother is gonna be able to crack Bo Nickel, and I don't really think he's gonna be able to, you know, absolutely pressure him to the max like DeRitter did. So I think Nickel just kind of picks him apart on the feet, and we see another just terrible fight like we saw in the Paul Craig fight. If I was to play something on this, I'd probably play the over 1.5.
Yeah,
I don't care
like
about
that
it.
too.
I don't care about it enough to do that. Yeah, -150 for over 1.5. I don't know.
There's some 145 out there.
Yeah,
I think you mentioned something you were on like kind of leaning to, but Bo Nickel on the over, I think is a pretty good look.
Yep. Same game parlay that. I don't know what that would. I don't know if I checked to see
Yeah.
what that was, but -330
300
and over
-150.
1.5. Yeah, +110. I don't know. It should
I
win.
just
It
I
should
just
win,
got him
but
in some chalk.
yeah, it's probably safer just to take the chalk or just
Yeah.
take the over instead of mixing both. But yeah, that's gonna be the pick. I think he's just gonna yeah, I don't think Kyle's gonna sub him.
Nah.
It's
Bo Nickel's not getting
yeah.
subbed by
No,
Kyle
he
Dukakis.
could get ground and pounded out, but that ain't happening in this fight
Yeah.
either. So
He could get clipped or something like I have, like that could happen. He's not getting subbed out by
no.
fucking Kyle Dukakis. What's
No,
the
sir.
line on that? What is Dukakis sub?
Dukakis sub is it is 660, I think, is the biggest number. Right around it's most places around 600 plus 550. That's
Need more than
I'd
that.
like a better number than that.
Yeah, I'd need more.
Feel like that should be closer to, I don't know, 8.
Yeah,
if you
I
lay
was
an
thinking
8,
9.
I want an
I was
8 or a
thinking
9.
9,
I'd be in.
yeah.
I'd be in for a couple bucks.
Yeah, if you lean that way, yeah, I would. I need a good price though.
Next up, Mauricio Hoofy -600. Michael Chandler +425. Chandler just is gonna get absolutely fucking wiped out in this. Is he not, Wes?
Dude, this is like gonna be highlight reel. Chandler's gonna be like the most. Like Hogan's gonna try to fake to be the most American guy there. Chandler's gonna be the most American dude coming in there. He's gonna get fucking laid out. That dude's just gone, man. What is he now? 41, 42? Gotta be up there, right? 40.
He is 40.
He is
it's just turned
40.
40.
But man,
And not in
he's getting
in fight years, that's for sure.
he got murdered by Patty fucking Pimblett, bro. Like it's over. It's over, dude. Yeah, I mean, over a year off now. I guess it's a good break. I don't know if that's a good break.
She was just
I guess that's a decent break, man. But I know Hoofy had that fucking stinker against BSD. I believe he changed gyms after that and shit.
Chandler ain't
and
no BSD. Not in this point in his career.
Chandler's, yeah, he's fucking cooked, man. Chandler doesn't even fight like BSD anymore, though. He goes out there and just throws hands. You know what I'm saying? Like that dude's insane, man. Yeah, Hoofy's he's gonna clip Michael Chandler, and it's gonna be highlight reel. Yeah, I got Hoofy inside and some chalk. Another one that I just don't love really as a betting, just too much fucking chalk, man.
Yeah, so just like every year, I had a lot of bad bets last year, but I think the worst I had was that last year? Fuck, I can't remember. UFC 314, or are we going 2 years back? Fuck me.
2 years.
UFC 14 was 2025, April 12th. Okay, so worst bet of my year, easily, I had a 4-unit bet on Chandler to beat Paddy Pimblett. That is,
I had some money on him too.
Fucking atrocious. He looked absolutely fucking terrible. As we just saw with what Justin Gaethje did to Paddy fucking mauled Chandler. That's what we're talking about here. Thing is, Chandler might have some success grappling for a couple minutes, but he cannot last. He does not have the cardio to grapple and extend fights. So I think Hoofy just catches them, whether it's late in the first or early in the second. I don't really see a good way to bet this. It should just be pretty funny, and Michael Chandler gonna get fucking smoked on the White House card, which should be.
Is he gonna retire on the White House lawn, you think?
No way. Still waiting for that Conor fight, Wes.
Conor on all the gear, boy. It coming out now. This motherfucker done sparked an investigation into the doctor for the Dodgers and the fucking Rams. Like, see, they go into DC and you still got some of these little cockroaches running around that'll go find the scoop on you. And then, of course, Conor slides with all this MMA media for years. They run into DC and somebody goes, Conor on the fucking gear. Like, we all knew it. It's not like it was. We had eyes, we could see this dude coming out like fucking dude walking into the Waffle House. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude was just yacked up. It's just wild, bro.
It would be very funny if somehow this, did force him to pull out of that fight. that would be quite. Happens. I hope it happens, but I would just, I think it would be very funny.
I'm not sure he makes it, bro. I'm not sure he makes it. I'm still not convinced.
I hope he does, because you know what we're doing in that one.
I already am invested in Max quite a bit.
Backing up the Brinks truck.
Yeah, I'm already pretty invested.
Yeah,
I'd hate for it to be canceled because it closes out fucking some dumb shit that would pay me pretty good. So,
you betcha. First heavyweight fight on this card. We got Josh Hokett taking on the Black Beast, Wes. What's going to happen here?
Man, I think it's right. Like, I think Hokett is going to fuck up Derek Lewis. We're looking for a way to back that KO always on Derek Lewis. And at this point, I just can't see it here, man. Like, this isn't like, he's not Curtis Blades. Like, Curtis Blades had some crazy chin fucking shit going on in the last fight to where he took all this shit and like, he's got good enough takedown defense where he kept it up into a kickboxing match. Just one of the craziest heavyweight fights we've seen in recent memory, but that ain't Derek Lewis, man. Derek Lewis is like I get it at this point in his career, he's like paycheck. I mean, I'm out of here, you know. Hoke body shot. I think he's probably turning and fucking shelling up. I think it's probably more Hokett gets in, lands something, and gets the takedown pretty quick and just ground and pound Derek Lewis until he kind of turns over and the ref stops it. I don't think Derek Lewis is going to get knocked out or anything, but I think Hokett probably gets a pretty quick takedown, and this is just going to be over. So I like Hokett in this fight. I got him in some chalk. And I think he gets it done inside the distance for sure. So money line's probably about as close to that. I can't remember what that was last time I looked at it, but yeah, just Hokett for me. I think we got prime like Bellator, prime Strike Force going on here. There's like a couple close fights, and the rest are pretty squash, man.
Yeah. I think we get one Derek Lewis uppercut. That's all we're gonna get. And don't think it's gonna connect. And after that, Hokett's gonna run him over and fucking get on him.
Good. That guy's good, man.
And he's good. He's good. He's annoying as shit, but he's good, especially in this fucking weight class. Yeah, I just don't. I think he's got the grappling to keep the Black Bees down, even if he just decides to get up, which that works on a lot of heavyweights. But I think Hokett just wears him out and pounds him out, and it's going to be sad for old Donald seeing his favorite fighter just get overwhelmed in a sad manner. But that works for me. So Hokett in the under 1.5 same game parlays like minus 130. The under 1.5 is minus 195. I might look at parlaying that under 1.5. I guess that saves me in case Derek Lewis does something fucking stupid. But I think it ends pretty quick and way more times often than not. I think Hokett's going to be the one doing it.
Don't see fatties here.
No,
I see one. You need a couple usually to make it work. I don't see two. See one. Not gonna work.
No. Bantamweight division. Sean O'Malley is a minus 430. Yeah, there is a lot of chalk on this card. Minus 430 favorite. Ayman Zahabi plus 330 underdog. Oh, Ayman Zahabi. I really don't like you. Wes, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean it's another one that's right. I've been added to O'Malley for like weeks. Line's a little better than it is now. But I mean, it's just the line is right. And at this point, I don't know how much you do with O'Malley. I'm not sure if he connects one on Zahabi and finishes his fight, or if it's just kind of lands more stuff in the bigger stuff and spots to win a decision. So it's hard for me to play any props on this fight. It's kind of how I feel about all of these chalk fights on here, except a couple maybe. But this one, I think O'Malley's just a way better guy. I'm not sure how Zahabi got his way in this kind of spot against Sean O'Malley. I mean, I get the winning streak, man. Quote the winning streak, because that man didn't beat fucking Aldo. That was
he did not.
Fucking highway robbery, and I think everybody knows that. Split against Vera, that he won that fight probably, and then dead Pedro Munoz. Like the winning streak, like it's okay, but he's fighting the Ricky Tercioses of the world and shit, man. However, he got himself on the White House card against a top 3 or 4 guy at worst. Good management, I guess. So Farah still got some pull over at the UFC, I guess, but it's a tough spot for him, man. I'm not sure what he does. Like, he's gonna be standing up in kickboxing with Sean O'Malley. I don't think that works out well for fucking Ayman Zahabi. I like Sean O'Malley. Maybe gets a later finish. Maybe it starts to add up. I'm just not sure. So, chalk.
Yeah, some more chalk. Yeah, this is a tough one for finding a bet.
It's a horrible betting
You know,
card. It's terrible.
It's a tough one. It's a tough one. I do think O'Malley's just gonna be better. Like, he's just gonna be winning the stand up, and I think that's where this is gonna take place. Zahabi's been dropped in both of the last two fights. So that chin is not great. But for some reason, the judges do enjoy, for some reason, what he does. I think O'Malley's just gonna be throwing a lot of volume, and even if he doesn't get him out of there, I think he should be winning widely enough in these rounds that Zahabi's not going to steal around. So picks O'Malley. Don't really see a betting way. Was trying to look at maybe Zahabi plus 5.5. So he's got to win one. Not going to get finished. No 10-8 rounds, and he's just got to win one round on one judge's scorecard. I don't know. He seems to somehow win close rounds, but I'm thinking that O'Malley's going to style on him. And
they're on the White House lawn in this administration. I think it's like Peter Griffin holding up the card. Zahabi's just I think he might be a shade too long to get some scorecards there against fucking O'Malley, man.
Oh, I love it.
These fucking fights, bro. Fuck.
Heavyweight
500
interim heavyweight title fight. Alex Pereira taking on Cyril Gane. Yeah. Fuck me. He's doing amazing things. Probably, close to the greatest combat, athlete. If you want to take into like other, kickboxing in consideration. Rico's obviously pretty good too, but yeah, he's not the GOAT no matter how this goes. Wes?
Rico arguably beating the lineal heavyweight champion of the world. It's pretty fucking
You got fucked.
Impressive. Rico is truly one of the best all-around like stand-up combat athletes that I've seen in all my years. That's legitimate shit. Yeah, I mean, look, let's get that out of the way though. Like, he wins this fight, he's not like the GOAT. This is sort of, these belts are like just kind of fake at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like, he said I'd be like a 2.5 like belt champ. Like, nobody really, I don't know. What can you do in this day and age of like champs don't fight and shit? Are you just supposed to like not fight for the belt and shit? You know what I'm saying? I get Aspinall's got like his own kind of unique situation going on with the UFC and stuff. And fuck, I think even some people in the UFC think he's like bullshitting about his eye and shit, which is just some wild shit. But yeah, man, the thing that worries me most in this fight is like we kind of talked about it. Pereira's putting on a lot of weight, man. That motherfucker looks like swelt. And like, just seen over the years where guys like you look at, I think Conor McGregor's a great example of it. He did move up and win another belt, but man, that guy was never like as good and dynamic as he was when he like was in his prime weight and shit at 145 and stuff. So man, maybe he carries it. Maybe the power carries up. Hopefully no eye pokes in this fight. We know it's a fucking
no guarantee.
That's a possibility in this fight. Man, I just think Pereira's the better striker in my opinion. I think he's got, if a guy's gonna get clipped and knocked out here, it's gonna be Gone, in my opinion. Um, but that weight, man, outside, we've talked about it now, humidity. How's Pereira gonna look? Because this is gonna go a little bit. I think Gone's just so slow most of the time. Um, this is probably gonna go a little bit. So nothing big for me. But I like Pereira in this spot. I just I worry about that size, man. He looks big, dude. He looks pretty fucking big.
He does. You know, if there's a weight class that you can get away with something like that, it's heavyweights. So we'll see. Like, I'm assuming he was probably around, I don't know, 220, 225 when he was at light heavy. So, 25, 30 pounds. It's a bit. And I think it would be less concerning if he was fighting a typical heavyweight, but Zero Gon's actually pretty fast for a heavyweight, light on his feet.
He's
So,
decent, yeah.
if he's sluggish, that is not going to go well against the Cyril Gahn, who, is quick and can dart in and out. Gahn's big, and he's fucking got big muscles.
He's a legit heavyweight.
He's
You know
a
what I'm
real
saying?
heavyweight,
Like,
right?
yeah.
Like, and he's got some characteristics that aren't heavyweight, which make him dangerous. Like, I know he got absolutely fucking washed by John Jones. He's not gonna have to worry about grappling in this one. And then he comes back. I know the Volkov fight was close. A lot of people scored it for Volkov. He showed good takedowns in that, which, I mean, he's gonna be big. Can he get Pereira down? I know Pereira's shown pretty good takedown defense. He did against Ankalaev and stuff like that. But could I see Gahn, using that size and kind of grinding out Pereira and wearing him out and seeing how that weight carries? I kind of do. Like, I know that it seems like it was almost a one-off. The Pereira loss to Ankalaev. He definitely just fought too much. But this is going to be his third fight, in the last 12 months. And, he has fought a lot, in kickboxing, MMA, all that stuff. I just think that, this is a tough matchup to go up to heavyweight. If he was fighting, the typical shitty heavyweight, anything outside the top, 1, 2, 3, maybe, then Pereira probably dusts him. But Gahn is a weird one, and his big flaw, Pereira's not going to be able to take advantage of it. So, I think this is going to be a close fight, but I got to take the guy that is a natural heavyweight, has fucking speed for heavyweight, and has shown that he can go 5 rounds and he doesn't throw a ton of volume unless it's a fucking squash match, but he's a pretty damn good striker. So I really like Gahn, really like Gahn. So I'm going to be taking him. I haven't decided if I'm going to take his point spread. His him plus 5.5 is like minus 140 at one of the books. It's not much different than it's plus 5.5. It's not minus 5.5, plus 5.5. It's not that much different than his money line, and it kind of gives you a little bit of leeway if it ends up being a super close fight that I think it's going to be. So I might lean to taking that. I'm probably going to bet it actually pretty decent. I think this is just a good spot. I know Pereira's done big things. Light heavyweight is a fucking dumpster fire, and Gahn is very flawed, but he's also very good at where this fight is going to take place. And who knows? Maybe he drops a fucking leg lock.
He could fucking jab merchant his fucking way to some shitty decision here.
Yeah, it could
get ugly.
Sure.
Gon
Yeah.
does have a 2-inch reach advantage. These guys,
I think you're right with the foot speed too. Like he could do like what he does, dart in and out, land little jabs and shit. And I think you're gonna see that early. Like I
Yep.
think this goes a little bit. I wish the over 2.5 wasn't like as juiced as it is. It's just a little too far at this point for me on a kind of a heavyweight
Yeah,
2.5.
minus
Yeah, it's too
160.
much.
Yeah, that's
But
it's tough.
it probably gets there because I think it's gonna be really slow early. It's all does for me, it's all does Pereira get his timing at one point and gets him. That's about this fight. It's close.
Yep. Main event. Ilya Zapura minus 550
Speaking of
taking
not,
on the interim champion Justin Gaethje plus 400. Wes, does Gaethje have a puncher's chance?
I mean, yeah, y'all anybody that hits like Gagey has some percentage of a puncher's chance. I'm not sure it's
Pretty small
very
though.
yeah, I'm not sure it's very high at all. Yeah, I mean, Gagey still going into another fight like this, like one of the most exciting fighters we've ever fucking seen in this sport, man. And I don't think this is going to be any different. I think you're right about puncher's chance though, and I think Gagey knows that he's got to throw, like he's got to try to clip him. I think, and I think it's going to be, it's not going to be good, man. Look, Illa is the fucking truth. I was like a tiny bit skeptical very early, but man, he just started running through everybody. He hits as hard as anybody in this weight class, anybody around this weight class. Um, and I think they're gonna throw. I'm not sure Illa's trying for any takedowns. I don't think Gagey's wrestling at this point. They're fighting on the White House fucking lawn in a main event. Like they're gonna throw, and I think one guy just hits like has power that you're only fucking born with, man. And the other dude is what is he now? Fucking almost 40. Gagey is what is 37 at this point, 57 in fight years because he's been through every war.
Applesauce.
Yeah, he's slurring like Justin Gaethje slurs at this point. You can hear it. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, he's gonna get knocked out. I think Illa KO is still like very playable at the line it is. I love that bet. I have that in so much shit. Some Illa inside, him money line and just massive chalk parlay that's small just for fun. But Illa by KO and inside, I have a lot of money on and a lot of shit.
So the last time that Justin Gaethje knocked somebody out with his hands was Donald Cerrone
Jesus.
in 2019.
Really? It's
Yeah,
been
he's
7
he's,
years
he's dropped he's dropped lots of guys. Obviously he put Poirier away with the head kick. But yeah, as for straight up one punch, or one punch or dropping a guy and being able to finish it on the ground, he has not done it in a very, very long time. So I'm skeptical of giving him even a puncher's chance. The speed difference, the technical difference in the boxing in this fight is going to be absolutely insane. Gaethje probably should fucking try to leg kick the fuck out of him because if this is just a straight up boxing fight, it's going to be over and over probably pretty quick. Taporia is big power and he's precise and he's a fucking killer, man. And unless something weird happens, it's going to be a rough night for Justin Gaethje. Topuria minus 425 inside the distance. I don't know if it's any cheaper anywhere else. Yeah, the total under 1.5 minus 120. it's a little juicy, but I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to play this fight, whether I'm parlaying Topuria inside or Topuria KO.
What's his KO price now?
Is
It's gone
KO
up a lot.
price? Yeah,
And there's
it's
still
minus
220s out
225.
there.
Yeah.
That's a good price. He's clipping, Gage. I'm not sure he's jumping for a choke or something. Like,
Yeah, like I know he's got a bunch of subs, but hasn't really shown that too much. I know he did it against Bryce Mitchell, but other than that, he's been looking to punch dudes out. So I would assume that that's going to be the way it's going to go. So him by KO minus 225. It's something I'll probably look at as well. James Vick. Classic YMCA.
We've made a whole collage of that shit over the
Yeah,
years.
I
We did
mean,
that a while back too. The Gagey shit was great. James Vick calling Gagey a punching bag.
Oh Lord. Good times in the old that was
Now
kind
we're
of
on
the sweet
the White
spot
House
of
line,
MMA.
baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. You had dude, we had King Casey roaming around, fucking other oars getting UFC shots, like Bellator run. There needs to be more. I don't know. You're never gonna have it like it was. Friday night,
Yeah.
like legitimate Friday night fights and shit.
Yep. But some weird
We're on the
shit's
White
happening
House
on
line,
Sunday.
baby.
Weird
Let's
shit's
go.
happening on Sunday, and there's a bunch of good fights, and it's gonna be fucking weird. But when the fights are actually happening, it's gonna be awesome. So
Yep.
yeah, that'll be
Enjoy.
that. They taking the week off, or are we straight back into the warehouse? June 20th, we are back into the warehouse for
What is
Manuel
it?
Kopp versus Kyoji Horiguchi.
Hey, that's kind of that's
A
in
fight
the
that should be
warehouse.
happening in
There's no
Japan,
way.
but is happening in the desert of fucking Las
Nah,
Vegas.
they really put that in a fucking warehouse, bro, with like 500 people.
You
Man.
betcha. Very, very sad, but that's the way she goes. All right, that will do it. We'll hopefully be back. I'm trying to get the girl to a sleep, but sometimes it don't work, and that's kind of just the way she goes. So we will try our best. We're good. Hopefully nothing stupid or weird happens, and next week. Peace.